The first whistle blows on a Sunday. The pitch is a patchwork of green and brown, more mud than grass. The goals are old, their white paint chipped away by 1,000 near misses and celebrated strikes. The crowd is small, a sparse collection of parents, partners, and old men with dogs, their breath fogging in the cold morning air. Few people care about this game on a global scale. But for the 22 players on the field, it is everything. This is the crucible. This is where the raw, unpolished diamonds of English football are forged, far from the floodlights and the television cameras. This is where some of the greatest stories begin, not with a £1 million contract, but with a 50p bet on the first goal scorer. These pitches are unforgiving arenas of learning. The ball does not roll true here, it bobbles and skids on uneven turf. They learn to shield the ball against a rugged defender who works as a bricklayer from Monday to Friday. Jamie Vardy's story does not start in a gleaming academy. It starts on the factory floor making carbon fibre splints. Football was his escape, his real work. He played on small fields for teams with cheap, ill-fitting shirts, against men who carried the fatigue of a full week's labour into every tackle. He would fall. He would get back up every single time. And then he would score. His relentless running style, that chaotic high-speed chase, was seen by some as unrefined. Scouts at first did not flock to see him play. A slow, painful crawl through the lower tiers. Each step was a promotion, but the Premier League still felt like a distant planet. He weaponized his pace, learned to shoot from impossible angles. Leicester City took a multi-million-pound chance, a massive gamble. He arrived in the Championship. He struggled. Doubts crept in, but resilience made him fight. Then came the Premier League. Then came the miracle. He broke the record, fired Leicester to an improbable title, became an icon for every underdog. The boy from rough games, the factory worker, the non-league journeyman, lifted England's most coveted trophy. Michail Antonio's career was born from the beautiful chaos of non-league football. He started at Tooting and Mitcham United, a world of passionate volunteers, pitches that turned to quagmires in winter, raw power, explosive speed, a force of nature defenders couldn't handle, tactical discipline, a luxury, clean sheets, a myth, end-to-end, frantic, physically demanding, knocked down countless times, and each time he bounced back stronger. A winding road, loans, transfers, 9 clubs, before the top flight. He honed the raw attributes and learned the tactical side he'd missed. A winger, a fullback, finally, a striker. Slaven Bilic unleashed him higher, power and directness near goal. Beat with strength, out-jump with power, finish unorthodox but effective. When he scores a crucial goal, you can see the ghost of that young man on a muddy pitch in South London. The stage is bigger, but the spirit is the same. Charlie Austin's story is one of pure goal-scoring instinct, sharpened in non-league obscurity. While peers were in academies, he played for Kintbury Rangers and Hungerford Town. He was also a bricklayer, building strength and endurance. He missed chances, endured frustrating nights, and learned patience. A midweek game changed everything, a hat-trick. Suddenly people noticed. He climbed to the Football League, Swindon, Burnley, QPR, faced smarter defenders, kept learning, adapting, scoring. On his Premier League debut, he was ready. He knew the half-yard of space and the run to meet the perfect pass. Instincts honed on rough pitches. He proved the elite goal-scorer's brain could be built in the Wessex League as well as an academy. His goals were the product of 1,000 hours on modest pitches, learning how to put the ball in the net in any circumstances. Behind every rise from obscurity, there is an unseen architect. The Sunday League coach who gives a raw teenager a second chance. A friend says, "Play one more season," and a family member whispers the same. A scout in a forgotten car park, scribbling in a worn book. They see heart, a fire that refuses to be extinguished. A player who will not quit. They sacrifice weekends. No metrics, just instinct. One word of encouragement can transform self-doubt into belief. Mentors were first to say, "You've got something worth fighting for." Scouts drive for miles on dark, wet nights to find a needle in a haystack. They judge character. Do you chase your error? Do you still want the ball? Belief passes from player to coach, to scout, to manager. Each link fragile, essential. These unseen architects opened the door and gave them a chance to walk through it, and that's where it all begins. These players, though their journeys are unique, share the same foundational DNA. It is a compound of mud, rain, and the biting cold of a Sunday morning. Woven from small, passionate crowds whose shouts are personal and unfiltered. Lessons learned not in pristine classrooms but on battlegrounds of turf and soil. Toughness, mental and physical. Take the hit, get up, demand the ball again. Reactive intelligence, tame a skidding ball in a split second. No time for self-pity. Fix your mistake immediately. You play with your mates. Shared struggle breeds true teamwork. All for one. Fight for every inch, for the pride of the team. This shared DNA becomes a superpower at the highest level. When games turn rough, they thrive. They've been there before. The pressure is different now, but the fight is second nature. The grit isn't found, it's who they are. The arrival in the Premier League is the ultimate test. Bright lights, immense wealth, pristine carpet-like pitches. For those forged in mud, the transition can be jarring. The game is faster, opponents smarter, demands more complex. Facilities, scientists, nutritionists, structure everywhere. Sometimes freedom is stripped away. Some struggle. Risk becomes conservative, shapes over instincts. The challenge, absorb coaching without losing essence. Those who succeed, Vardy, Antonio, Austin, keep timeless core attributes. A perfect run behind a line. It's a memory of a muddy Sunday. Shielding today was learned yesterday, body against body in the rain. Down late, game turns frantic. That's home. Hunger is the edge. Listen to how they speak, even after years at the top. They tell the same stories. Tiny crowds, awful pitches, boots held together by tape. Proudly. They honor their past. It made them who they are. They don't forget the single voice, or the coach who stayed after everyone left. At Old Trafford or Anfield, a part of them is still that kid playing for love. Fans see themselves in these players, the joyous abandon of a park kickabout. Score a worldie, celebrate like it's a local derby, that's why we love them. Small, intimate moments build the epic. The run, the note, the tear, the quiet smile. From the humblest fields to the grandest nights. What do we learn? Grit, determination, an unbreakable spirit, priceless. One believer can change a life. Opportunity hides on rainy Tuesdays in towns you've never heard of. The Premier League dazzles, but the soul lives in small places, muddy fields and thin, shivering crowds. Here's what the mud teaches. Get up, go again. Whistle blows, lungs bite, ground slips. Find your feet faster than the fall. You slide, you misread a bounce, you lose a 50-50, then win the next one. Second balls become first thoughts. Reset, recover, repeat. It's never just you. Mates huddle tight, a quiet nod from the coach. A parent's clap cutting through the cold. Tea in a flask, cones in a boot. Lifts home after dark. This is a village. Chaos sharpens craft. Cushion a bobble with a soft first touch. Show your back. Shield. Feel the tug. Roll away. Time the run down the channel. Curved. Time the run. Patient. Time the run. Ruthless. Little habits, big margins. Tie your laces on a cold bench and listen. The game owes you nothing. Show up. Respect the pitch. Respect the ref. Respect the lad marking you. Take the miss. Take the knock. Take the lesson. Consistency beats hype. Carry these lessons anywhere. Life, work, stadiums. The mud is a teacher. Learn well and it travels with you. Survival starts Saturday night. Sleep. Hydrate. Carbs in. Ego out. Lay the kit flat. Tape. Spare studs. Base layers. Charge the watch. Pack a bin bag for muddy gear. Set 2 alarms. You don't wing Sunday. Checklist quick. Boots scraped and greased. Socks, tape, shin pads, spare laces, Vaseline for heels, layers for wind, towel, flask, plasters, cheap electrolyte tabs, cash for subs. Don't be the one borrowing. Conditions dictate. Look at the flag. Play with or against. Never pretend it's calm. Mud heavy? Go channels. Turn them. Low passes, firm. Shoot skidding. In the puddled box, don't dribble. Dig it out and reset. With the wind, clip diagonals, pin them. Against it, keep it on the deck. Combine, win fouls, walk the pitch. Physical battles are the tax. Show your back, big base, forearm firm, elbows safe. Feel the contact before it lands. First touch, away from trouble. Recover fast, lose one, win the next. Second balls are life. Land on your feet, not your feelings. Game IQ wins ugly. Respect the ref, early handshakes, clean language. You'll get the 50-50 later. Manage tempo, slow set pieces when you're ahead. Restart quick when you're chasing. Corners, near post run, back post poacher, one on the edge. Mark touch tight, then look. Free kicks, hit the target, follow in, talk early, squeeze, step, man on, time. Track runners like rent's due. Safety keeps you available. Warm up proper, hips, calves, hammies, opens, accelerations. After, 5 minutes easy. Stretch the bits that bark. Budget recovery, water, tea, eggs, yogurt, tuna, ice from home, bag of peas, elevate, breathe, rinse cuts, wash your boots, they'll look after you. Culture is non-negotiable. Pay your subs, help with nets, flags, the gate, shake the ref's hand, thank the coach, thank the driver, thank the one who brought the flask. Pint or brew with the lads, laugh at the misses, toast the graft. Leave the pitch better than you found it. Do these things and you don't just survive, you last. Mud on your socks, lessons in your legs. Show up, adapt, repeat. That's how you last a season.
The Vault's closing. Subscribe now.